Yes, it is. And it's 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning. And I got my Christmas cup coffee. Did you- I get hooked on a cup. Oh, that's funny, isn't it? This Barbara from Little Rock. I'm hooked on a cup. God, it seems like every time I pick up a cup, it's this one. And I think I like it because it's got a little snowman smiling at me in the morning and it says joy. So have joy today. So I'm going to have joy today. Me and Connor. Connor's down here on his throne surveying the property line here. There's nothing going on today except that I got a call from a friend of mine named Carl, which I just think he's such a funny little guy. I mean, funny guy. I love him. But he moved from here and went to the Hot Springs Christopher Homes. And he says, I found somewhere exciting to live. I said, okay, where is this? And he says, the downtown Hot Springs across from the Arlington. Well, that really caught my interest because if you know anything about Hot Springs, Arkansas, Al Capone used to own half of it. Hotels and stuff, you know. It's got a lot of history because it has a natural hot springs there and it is a national park now. The city is. And it has the bathhouse row where you can go and get hot baths, masseuse, and it's everything's revolving around downtown Hot Springs. For him, anyway. A lot of tourists come through from all over the world, come to Hot Springs. So you never know who you'll see there. And, I did talk earlier about the Garvin Gardens, which is a lady's property that she had left. I don't know who she left it to. Maybe the city, maybe the property in some kind of trust, but it is a place. It's almost like a peninsula into, and that's what I would call a peninsula of a garden, and it's got acres of azaleas, and every year there's hundreds of thousands of a million tulips bloom. Um, oh my, it's so beautiful. It's got a glass chapel similar to the one up in Eureka Springs, which is Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And okay, I'm getting away from my subject. Well, Carl moved to the hotel across from the Arlington. We used to live here. He says, you need to move here. You need to move here. He says, it is amazing. He says, I'm on the seventh floor of the Aristocrate Hotel Manor, which is an old hotel that has been converted into low income housing for, seniors like myself, just like this, except it's high rise downtown. He says, I've got two large windows in my room, complete with everything I need. And when I get up in the morning, I can look over the beautiful trees and sights around Hot Springs. Now, the city of Hot Springs is surrounded by woods, and there's lots of crystal there. There's in that area. It's just one of the largest crystal dealers, probably in the world. I think it's the Coleman Crystal Company. I might be wrong on some of these things. I get older, but and not too far in Murfreesboro, not a very long drive. to the diamond mines where in Murfreesboro. So you can just walk out there in the field. They turn the field and you find diamonds. And they really do find diamonds. I've been by there, but I've never been there. But I know that it would be an awesome place to live. Well, he lives on the seventh floor. The seventh floor. That, you know who that is walking by. That's Libby. Yes, it is. That's Libby and Lana, of course, on their little jaunt this morning. And so Carl says that upstairs, he comes down on the elevator, and you go down to the lobby, and he says, from there you can sit in the lobby or sit on the front porch and look at the Arlington, or walk across the street to the Arlington and sit on their huge veranda. I mean, the Arlington Hotel is huge. Now, it's old because it's from Al Capone, Al Capone's era. There were lots of, I think even the president at that time came down for the baths, Franklin Roosevelt. Anyway, I'm getting away from subject again. So you can go into the Arlington Hotel if you want and have brunch. I remember my husband took us one time down to the Arlington for an Easter brunch. It was totally beautiful. The kids were fascinated because inside the lobby were these huge works of paintings. I don't know if they were paintings but there were huge flamingos, birds all over the walls, and it hasn't changed much since those days. So you never know. There might be I think last time we were there was a group of World War II veterans. There's not many of them left now, but I'm sure. But they were they were coming down the stairwell, showing off their tattoos from when they were kids, in the service during the war. And I remember this one gentleman in particular, when he came down the stairs, he looks like he'd been lifting weights all of his life. And he had tattoos, and he was bronze, he must have been 100 years old, I don't know. But he was amazing to see coming down that huge staircase into the lobby of the Arlington, and with all the guys. I mean, they were just like they had gone back in time. They were happy, and it was amazing to see. But anyway, so he sits in. If he doesn't want to go to Arlington, he just wants to walk downtown by the bathhouses. It's all right there. And he can go into the cafes and get him some coffee, or he can have lunch downtown. There's a jazz club down there, and since the COVID is opening up here in Arkansas I'm not saying it's opening up, it's like we're getting more free from the restrictions that they had put on us originally for our protection, of course. But anyway, so so he sends me the paperwork on it. Well, I check out the paperwork, and he agreed with me. I said, so how much does this cost you? And he says $500 a month, and that's everything. Everything except his phone. No electric bill. No water bill. It's just $500. It's 30% of your retirement salary, or whatever income that you have. And I thought, how clever. Now, Carl is he 83 or 93? I think he told me he was 93, but he might be 83. But it's called the Aristocrate Manor Hotel. And so it's been quite an exciting little verbiage village. Venture to even listen to him talk about it. So he's asked me to come, down there, and I might go down there and just check it out. Now, I did check on Uber, and it's $86 to get there. And I'm sure it's $86 to get back. $200 is a lot to go, but anyway, that's enough about that, I guess. But that was sort of the topic today. Uh, Everybody got these wind chimes. Can you see my wind chimes over here? Let me show you. Let me show you. See my wind chimes, how colorful they are? See? Well, if you look over here, let's see if I can get it to go. How come that won't let me show the other side? Okay, so Barbara got some, and hers are on the other side. And then Jackie has some down there. So we're getting with these wind chimes, and they're so colorful and beautiful. Let's see if I can get a picture of, let me see if I can get this. Hang on just a second. What you looking at, Donna? What you looking at, baby? What you looking at? Good morning. Now on her side, can you see them hanging down there? Aren't they pretty? So they're on each side of our patio, and which we share. And that's her flowers. The sun's a little bothersome. Anyway, that's her area, and there's Bunny's area. She was out watering her flowers the other day. But I was talking about the chimes there. But anyway, the chimes are really pretty, aren't they? Thought maybe you could see the sun coming through them, but I don't know if you can or not. Well, I must be pushing. My finger must be covering up the. There we go. See if we can zoom in on them. I don't know if I can do this or not. I don't know. Anyway, they're really prettier than the picture's showing because the sun's in them. Isn't that pretty? And I got one over here. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute, did I lose all my video? I don't know. Anyway, I'll check and see. But today's that first day of the rest of your life, and make the most of it. I think this morning I've got company coming, the decorators coming to put on my new headboard. And I'm very excited about that. She's with Affordable Decorators, and her name's Renee, and she owns the little company, and that's why she helps us low-income housing people to decorate our homes. And she's reasonable. I can't tell you how much she is. I think it's according to what she has to do. I do know she visited one of the friends down here and for a consultation, and the lady was very pleased. She says, the decorator said I did a good job. I said, yes, she'll tell you like it is. And she will. Renee is really a very sweet lady. Very sweet lady. And her mother comes with her. And she's always got her mother doing little things, help her hold a curtain rod up, or, they're just sweet together. They work very well together. But it's a affordable decorator. Yes, in North Little Rock, Arkansas. You can find her. I think she's on. Yeah, pretty sure I found her on Facebook. Is where I found her. But she came over for a consultation and. Wow, what an improvement. I got rid of a lot of stuff I've been wanting to get rid of. And you know, she just whooped that stuff up, packed it away, gone. Already there's more room in my apartment. When she's finished, I will do a tour. I promise I will. If you want to see it or not, I promise I will. Well, Connor wanting to go to the dog park because he just saw Libby go by in Lana. So I might get dressed and take him for an early walk down there. I don't know, according to how things go. Well, I remember to plan a wonderful day. Oh, and got to put my shades on. Pretend you're out on the coast, up on a mountain, down in the valley, wherever that happy place is in your mind, or where you are. Be happy. Remember, God has you in His hands. And please pray for Mother Earth. She needs our help. Bye-bye.